dark Labrador Retriever dog breed information. The lovely Black Lab is one of the most well-known and famous canines on the planet. These amazing dogs with solid form are additionally the most well-known canines in the USA, presumably because of their appearance and numerous other valid justifications. Well, today you will have a deep understanding of the Black Labrador Retriever. We will clarify the historical backdrop of the Black Labrador Retriever and perceive how his appearance biased its conduct and smartness. So make sure you watch the video till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. If you're considering buying a dog, check the description for more useful information. With that being said, let's get started. In the 19th century, the primary Labradors were bred from a now terminated breed known as the St. John's Water Dog. This breed was additionally in all probability the course of the somewhat unique and greater Newfoundland. This present fisherman's buddy had a thick coat and looked somewhat like a cross between a Border Collie and the advanced Labrador we know and love. Do you at any point feel like you see more dark labs around than some other shading? That is because you do. The main Labradors that we are aware of were brought into the world during the 1890s. However, colors other than dark were not in any manner famous until the mid-90s. Badly, for some ages, most young doggies brought into the world with chocolate or yellow coats were regularly euthanized upon entering the world. But then those different shades endured, notwithstanding dark being what is referred to in hereditary qualities as prevailing. If a doggie has acquired the quality for dark coat tone from both of her birth, this is the shading that her jacket will be. Dark labs have consistently been the most common tone, however their ubiquity has changed throughout the long term. In the Doning canine local area, proprietors of hunting canines still regularly incline toward the dark coat. However, pet and show proprietors frequently show an inclination these days for the paler shadings. Chocolate and yellow labs can even bring greater costs from certain razors, also the more uncommon fox red and silver tones. Even though there is no denying that the distinctive Labrador strains have isolated to a reasonably sensational degree, these are still all essentially dark labs. Also, they do share a few provisions, practically speaking, that make them what their identity is. The lab has a twofold coat, incredible for keeping them warm all through the water. Also, that is a region where they dominate, not least because of their amazing webbed paws. Their thick, straight tail is described as having an otter-like appearance. What's more, they are practically everyone single tone with no different markings. Mismarked labs have their heads occasionally, however this is, for the most part, an instance of white toes or a sprinkle of white on their chests. Because of reproduction, there are huge contrasts among field and initial reared and show-reproduced lines of Labradors. In the United States, the previous are here, and they're erroneously alluded to as American, and the lost as English. Indeed, both field and show types are bred in the two nations, and all Labrador Retrievers are slid from British lines. The predictable size of your dark lab pup will rely a little on their childhood, and a ton upon whether they are from American or English lines. A grown-up dark lab will weigh somewhere in the range of 55 to 80 pounds, and should be from 21 to 24.5 inches tall at the shoulder. The English dark lab will in general be nearer to the heavier finish of the range, and the American closer to the lower. Labradors have standing as an extremely collected breed and a magnificent family canine. This includes a decent standing with offspring, everything being equal in different creatures. A few lines, especially those that have kept on being reproduced explicitly for their abilities at working in the field, as opposed to for their appearance, are especially quick and athletic. Their carefree tumultuousness and absence of dread might require preparing and insightful dealing with now and again to guarantee it doesn't go crazy. An uncontrolled grown-up can be very hazardous. Discussing the friendly idea of labs, all dark labs are ordinarily dynamic, well-disposed, and committed. They bond insistently with their family, however typically love meeting new individuals as well. The life expectancy of a dark Labrador is 12 years, and your little guy could live significantly longer given the right eating routine and workout. Dark Labradors are extremely savvy, as they have been reared for ages as hunting partners. Purposely reared from canines that were mindful of their controllers and moderately simple to instruct otters to. They're totally a smart breed. This tone has additionally been extremely well known in the wearing canine local area, and thus you could even expect that their knowledge has been focused on such that yellow and chocolate labs was not. Since to get that dark coat communicated is simply an issue of mating two canines, though to get the latent qualities you really wanted to settle on your rearing decisions depend undoubtedly somewhat on the shades of the guardians, just as elements to do with demeanor and teachability. All thoroughbred canines have acquired illnesses that are normal to the breed because of the limits of even the huge genetic supplies. Dark labs are by and large considered as sound canines, yet there are a few issues that you should know about when considering bringing one home. The fundamental regions to know about are joint issues and eye issues. Hip and elbow dysplasia are normal lab grievances. This condition ranges in seriousness, and a grown-up canine can have x-rays to evaluate their joint well-being, and be given a score to tell you how well their joints have been created. Safeguarding a canine is something incredible to do if your conditions are correct. Furthermore, saving a dark lab is surprisingly better, as the stone can be difficult to home. Trustworthy rescues will make a solid effort to coordinate with you to the right canine and assist you with settling on a decision that fits in well with your family. The most ideal way of getting a dark lab little dog is from a breeder. Most cultivators advertise online now, so you should be mindful to have a decent talk with them prior to focusing on purchasing a pup. Try not to put down a store prior to meeting the mother and the litter at their home. The mom ought to be loose and glad to meet you, and for you to deal with her little guys. Assuming you need to buy a black Labrador Retriever canine inside a base value range, then, at this point, it will go from $1,100 to $1,500 in the USA. In case you are searching for a pet, you should choose whether you think a show or working personality is more qualified for your way of life and family needs. All in all, what is your take of the black Labrador Retriever dog breed? Tell us in the comments and offer your participation in other interested dog owners. What's more, if you find this video valuable, you should prefer our channel. Thus don't miss new videos and find out with regards to dog consistently. Thank you very much for watching.